Psalm chapter 7, verse 9. Bring to an end the violence of the wicked and make the righteous secure. You, the righteous God, who probes minds and hearts. This is David's prayer for God to bring an end to violence of the wicked. You know, in our lives now in America, the wicked is doing violence to our souls, our minds, and bringing destruction. The question is the principle of retribution. Does it hold? Does it work? So one thing I learned is that God is more interested and fulfill His purpose rather than straightforward vindication and retribution. So you can't use that as a prescriptive case. But in the end, God will vindicate. David's crying out to God to vindicate him. He's in big trouble. Well, he committed big sins, the detail of which we don't get it from this psalm, but it's definitely they're huge. So, but God also asked, David also asked God to bring an end, to stop the violence. You know, every Christian in America, in the world rather, should really pray and ask God to bring an end to the violence, bring the end to the violence of the wicked. The wicked are doing huge damage to our society, pushing to do transgenderism and the like. Everything. The teachers pushing the syllabus of the schools to change that, to defile everything that is of. Now in colleges of high institution, even especially those Ivy Leagues, they're questioning all the validity of the historical figures. There's just a lot of issues, a lot of wickedness being done, rewrited, calling sex, gender is fluid, even in elementary schools. So there's a lot of wicked things going on, and they're doing violence to our soul. So we need to learn from David. I don't know what's the problem of praying. I think most Christians, most churches, you know what they do? They pray quietly. But they never make a statement of what they actually really pray for, which is real shame, which is a shame. You know why? Because David, apparently, he prayed publicly. He put it in print, not in print. He put it in just about the most popular book of the Bible. And the Bible happens to be the most popular and widely read book in the entire world, in the entire human history. So put all this together, David's gone on public, on record for everything, and guess what? Because all scripture is inspired by God, or God breathed out by God. Therefore, whatever is written there is God inspired. And what that means is God wants us to pray out loud and stand out. If you pray out loud against the violence being done, the violence being done by the wicked to our children, our grandchildren, to our peers, parents, siblings, by the authorities of any sort, by the cultural forces. Read Psalm chapter 7. See what David is doing. Bring an end. Bring to an end the violence of the wicked. And make the righteous secure. Make us secure, Lord. Make our children safe, Lord. Make us safe, Lord. Verse 10. My shield is God Most High, who saves the upright in heart. God is a righteous judge, a God who displays His wrath every day. He displays His wrath every day. Wow. This is radical. This is radical. He displays His wrath every day. Now, I have done my homework. This is retribution now, right? God is not silent. Sometimes He may seem to be silent. You know, He can and He won't display His wrath and our desire and our thinking what is right. No, because He is God and we are not. And He will display His wrath, and He's not silent. Psalm 7 says that God displays His wrath every day, His anger, His wrath every day. Why is this true? How so? In a Calvin's commentary, God's judgment not all kept in store for the final judgment day. Not only for the a lot of people think that, because all the judgment only happen in the final judgment day, therefore leave it to God. We do nothing. We see wicked things, we just groan inwardly and keep trusting the Lord, and let's preach the gospel. Let's preach about redemption, the love of Christ, the love of God, and everything else except praying aloud against the violence done by the wicked in our society, in our community, to our souls and our children and grandchildren, etc. This is tragic. If we don't rise up and speak the prophetic voice, who will speak for God? You know, He's got us. And it's every day. So if God is doing that every day, you can be assured you'll be fine. Jump in the boat. Jump in the bandwagon. You're following God. You're not following man. Now, if He does not relent, He will sharpen His sword. And He will bend and swing His bow. He has prepared His deadly weapons. He makes ready His flaming arrows. So I will cover that in the next video.